My job interview. Tell me about yourself.
Sure, so my name is Jordan and I am 27 years old. For the past 5 years, I've been working as a business analyst at company XY. I have a background in data analysis. With a degree from Palawan State University, what really got me into the field to is the internship I did at company.
What are your strengths and weakness?
My strengths include my ability to learn things very quickly and to work alone. Unsupervised at the highest standard, my strong communication skills and now am a people person are other strengths. My weakness is the fact I am not yet confident to speaking in the front of nerds of people or giving presentation.
Tell me about a difficult experience or conflict you had at work. How did you deal with it?
In my previous job, I had to take our trouble project from a college who had quit. In my first meeting with the customer, he wanted into the room yelling. He was angry about the problems he hadn't solved yet. I didn't interrupt him. I have made notes of issues he raised. When the finish, I told him was going to address all complaints.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years from now, I will hopefully still be working for you, either in this role or perhaps even having gained advancement to higher level. In 5 years, I will have developed into a trusted, loyal, and committed na member of the company who can be relied upon to the great job for you.
Do you prefer to work independently or on a team?
I definitely prefer to work on team. It is important for me to share my ideas with college and to hear critical feedback from their side. What more, I like the social aspect of going to work it. It helps with the motivation and interaction you have to real time. Time cannot be replaced by some chat or emails or emojis of similar stuff. At least that's my opinion.
Why do you want to work here?
I want to work for your company because not only do I believe this is a place I can develop and grow as a person, but it also a place that is clearly driving towards being the best it can be within this section.
What do you consider to be your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement has to be in my previous role when I worked as a part of team that managed to increase company sales by 25% in a year.
How would your college and manager describe you?
My college would describe me as a natural leader. I often take the lead on our project and facilitate communication between different groups to make sure we're all on the same page. And my manager would say that I'm attentive and detail oriented. I really had to check in on me and trusted me to operate independently.
Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because having studied the job description and requirements of the role, I can come into the position and add value quickly.
Do you have any question for me?
Yes, I do. Could you tell me what the next step of the hiring process?
Give me an example of a time when you had to respond to an angry customer.
By communicating properly. For example, there is a food chain someone buys food, but while opening the customer, he smells something bad and he quickly goes back to your store to show the product. Both talk to him immediately and just say change the product that is so as not lead to contention.
Tell me about the time when you disagree with your supervisor. How did you handle it?
I remember when my supervisor assigned me to be a HR head. of recruitment which we need to select of a qualified applicant for a vacant position. But when we are middle of selecting of the qualified applicant, suddenly my boss came to he brought the person he recommend, but there was no slot, but he didn't not agree with my decision. What I didn't was I explained that all applicants must go through the proper process.
Give me an example of time when you had to analyze information and make a recommendation to someone.
I worked for a financial firm last year and had a client who was looking for investment recommendation. I gathered data on the stock they were interested in, sorting through 12-month trends and further historical data to determine the most promising returns. The client was happy and findings, and my manager was quite impressed with the research that I conduct.
Tell me about decision you regret making.
Rather than feeling sorry for myself because I turned down the XYZ job, I started looking for another opportunities that I knew could lead me to great possibly better learning experience.
What is your biggest professional mistake? How did you handle it?
I am the kind of a person who tries to learn and grow from every mistake. Years ago, a team I was working on failed to land of sale, and we were told it had to sew in a part with our effective visual. Over the next 6 months, I spent much of my free time learning how to use various software programs to create enticing visual presentation.